of like the individuals with the veterans on the team, does it make the competition more interesting? Are we going to in fact get more eyeballs on the team competition? And it could also be because of the new format with the system. I'm curious.
I think you're going to see more.
I think the best example of what we thought could be exciting and wasn't exciting at all was 2019. 2019 is where all bets were off. You didn't even have to train in the same space, qualify in the same space. You could just sign up a team to compete at semifinals or I guess sanctionals at that time. And it was all these individual athletes in super teams and can someone beat Mayhem? And it turned out to be the worst team competition in the history of the CrossFit Games with the biggest margin of victory of any team over the field. So no, that doesn't necessarily translate from paper to competition floor. However, I think one of the more exciting things we're going to have this year is the team we didn't really mention once, which I was surprised nobody else picked this, but Chandler's team. I don't want to say Chandler's team specifically, but like Chandler, no, we're supposed to go team. Something happened in the offseason and they are no longer on the same team. And then they are going to be going against each other with Joshua Alchama, Devin Kim, who both won the CrossFit Games in team last year. And then you throw in Lauren Fisher, who started her career on team with Invictus with a third place finish and then got second or third, I guess, with Annie's team in 2022. So
fourth. They missed the podium.
That's right. They missed the podium. Even better, right? So like you've got a team that has a lot of stacked athletes in far as team success against, I think, a great story that we have as far as a rivalry at the CrossFit Games. So it might not be all the individuals on the team, but it just could be Noah versus Chandler. That might be the season for the
which I think will bring attention and eyes. Like I'll go back to 2015, at least for me. You know, Froni and I both went team at the same time, and I think that drove new eyes to the team area. I think that with Chandler and Noah both, and everybody knows their relationship, they're super close friends, and for them to be on different teams, I think it's going to add some. I think it's going to add something to it. I think it's going to drive more eyes to team sport. I know, at least for me, I'm going to be paying more attention because I want to see what happens there.
Okay, on to topic number 2. We're talking all about the CrossFit Open because at the time that we're recording this, it is just 2 days away. We will finally know what is in store for us for week 1. So what are each of your 24.1 predictions? Justin Kotler, we will begin this round with you.
Well, what I want it to be and what I think it's going to be are two different things. I'll be lucky enough to be out there. Alex and I hop on the plane in a little bit to head out. So I'm looking forward to that. And I know that, we're hoping for something that's higher skilled and heavy, but that generally doesn't happen in the Open. So I am going to, this is what I talked about this actually, I think the last time, my idea was, I think they bring back the 7 minutes burpees, but this time I think it will be paired with a lift. So I'm going to go 7 minutes of burpees, 7 minutes to find a max clean and jerk. And then they do something along the lines of like, take the reps and the weight, add it together, and that's your score, 50-50, So I think that would be really cool. I think that would be entertaining for the fans. So that's going to be my pick.
Didn't you say that you don't like a max lift in the Open? Were you on
if
that?
It's 50-50 though. So we talked about it being, if it was by itself, no. But if you take 7 minutes of burpees, you take the max lift, you add weight and reps, put it together. That's a wonderful combination to be able to tell who's fit and who's strong together.
Okay, I like it.
That's what I said on the last show, Lauren.
After I had mentioned that's what I wanted to put together, it was my event.
Man. Burpees and clean and jerks. Jason, what is your prediction for week 1?
You know what? I gotta say, like, if you look at, because Castro's now back involved on the launch, right? And so he puts up like this picture of like a mushroom with fungus on it or whatever it is. And
dive into this. I want to hear your idea of what he was thinking.
Well, I mean, look, he's obviously stirring the pot, getting people to think. And most of the time it could be anything, right? But I love the idea of 7 minutes of burpees. I remember when that came out years and years ago, it was super inclusive, but also like extremely challenging. Whether you've been in the game for a long time or you're brand new to it, both people could get excited around it, which I thought was really cool. I mean, I remember doing that at least 4 or 5 times. So it was something I could repeat And but I also agree with Justin. I think adding some type of loading piece is going to be cool. I don't think it's going to be 7 and 7. I think if based on this mushroom, I'm going to say it's like I'm going to say it's going to be burpees and a thruster. I think it's going to be burpees and a thruster. And I think it's going to be heavy thruster and burpee max. That's what I'm guessing.
And burpee max.
Like a max burpees in X amount of time.
Okay.
And then find a heavy, 3-rep thruster. That's what I mean. I'm totally speculating here, but that would be nasty.
Yeah, that would be
Was it a 1-rep thruster last year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or how about this? Accumulate max burpees and max load in 10 minutes, right? So that you have to game it, right? So you have to get in your burpees and get in your lift somehow strategically in a 10-minute time frame. How are you going to do it? Fuck.
Okay. 2 points for Jason.
I need more 2 points.
Because your guess was an open workout from last year. That's why you got 2 points. We did burpees and thrusters in week 2.
Well, there's a reason why you see those come up more than anything else in the open, because they're badass, they're painful, and they're inclusive on the burpee side.
Okay, Chase, what do you have? What is your prediction for week 1?
I'll give that you guys are so close.
Oh,
So far away. You're overcomplicating this entire thing. Dave Castro said on the affiliate town hall, which some of you should have gone to, and you would know this, is that 24.1 is going to be so accessible for the masses taking this test that he could go across to his neighbor's house, not even be able to speak the same language, and in 10 minutes teach him how to do this